three things that foresight practitioners can do to enhance efficacy of policymaking. So first thing is really the foresight practitioner needs to be aware of their metaphor or their narrative. Some assume they're outside the policy framework, but we're actually part of the policy framework. The second one is to really understand where the resistance or the pain is in the policy framework. Are they in trauma? Are they fear-based? Do they believe nothing happens here? So it's truly understanding their context. Once I understand their context, I can think, what's the right method? Is it CLA and metaphor transformation? Is it scenarios? Is it visioning? Is it futures wheel? So I need to understand myself, and I need to understand their particular context. Then I can come up with the right method. Third is really action learning. People often think the goal after foresight is a plan, a things to-do list, a checklist. For me, it's really, where is the energy? So you create futures, you create scenarios, and you find out where's the energy, what do you want to do next? So if you watch NBA basketball, the best teams follow the energy. If the energy is there, they go with the ball, they go with the energy. So often we have a pre-scripted view, here's what futures should be, here's what strategy should lead to. No, open space says, get people together, find the energy, that creates the next future. What three things should policymakers do to better integrate it into their job? So there's multiple options here. One is you ensure it's institutional, right? A center for foresight in the Prime Minister's office, etc. That's important because budgets are allocated every year. The weakness of that is it's in a prison. The Prime Minister's office has impact, has power, but then the rules are very confined. So one is institutional, the second is the opposite. You want to have policymakers ensure futures is everywhere. It's diverse. Every person in the country is a futurist. So if one extreme is centralized, the second is incredibly decentralized. So what's the third one? The third one is right in the middle. What are the methods and tools that can empower above, empower below, ensure futures is 360 degrees? Is that crowdsourcing? Yes. Is that futures in schools? Yes. Is that futures in corporations? Yes. Is that futures in everyday life? Yes. So the three things are, you want institutional above, you want below everywhere, and you want in the middle space. How should we all contribute to the future? Well, the first thing is to go from future, one future, to futures. So I want to say, find out how do we contribute to futures, because foresight is about keeping options, keeping plurality ever alive. So that's one thing, reframing. Second is to get clear, what's my vision? So every group I work with, I ask them, what's your vision? Every person I ask, where do you want to go? Where do you want to be in 20 years? Now for that to succeed, I have to have the right narrative. If my vision is I want in 2030 to be very successful in something, but my metaphor is life is like living in a dark cave, how can I succeed? So find the vision, then change the narrative. Once I've done that, then I have to ask, what systemic support do I need in my journey? Do I need friends? Do I need colleagues? Do I need frozen yogurt? Do I need nice places to be? How do I keep my energy sustained? It can't just be about a long-term vision. How do I sustain my physical, mental, spiritual well-being? So those are three things we need.